What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and today in this video I want to show you the new experience for Xbox One coming to everyone in November of 2015. So you will get this new look, as you can see on the screen now, going through it here, and I'm going to show you everything about that and how to basically make your Xbox run a little bit better from the tips that I found out anyway. So here we go. So beginning, of course, you can see in the bottom right corner, this is a preview build. So this is a beta build of the original build that will be coming to everyone in November. And, you know, there could be things that have changed. So, you know, don't expect this to be the final product for November, but this is just what I see so far. And they have updated it because they added new features into this. So I'm glad I'm waiting to do this video to kind of put my thoughts all in it. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to make your Xbox run a little bit faster. Because, you know, I found this out and I was like, that's actually a cool thing to do so that your games aren't laggy and the whole system isn't laggy like every time. I mean, it works pretty much relatively well. It'll even work on the old user interface as well as this new Xbox One experience. So if you head over to settings here and we go to, I believe it is, if I can find power and startup, power mode and startup. That's just to turn off or restart the system, but power mode and startup. And it's going to look different on your screen if you're using the old interface. It'll probably look a little bit different, but you go to the power mode option and there's instant on and energy saving. You want to turn on the energy saving one. Now, with Instant On, it wakes up the Xbox with your voice, meaning that when you turn on the Xbox, it'll automatically, like, turn on to where it was before. It'll, you know, like, as fast as startup time, you can wake it up with your voice if you have the Kinect on. You can automatically install downloaded updates to your system or games while the Xbox is not on, and you could turn TV and cable or satellite box. The thing is, when you're using all that stuff, it's using up cache and power that the Xbox needs. So every time you turn off your console and you think it shuts off, it's actually saving the stuff in the RAM so that when you turn it back on, it can do it faster. If you turn on energy saving, you won't get any of this. So yes, it'll take at least maybe 20 to 30 seconds more to start up the console, but however, it'll save you in the long run if you could just wait that little extra time at the point of starting it up. And if you want to install, if you want to wait to install these updates to the games as you do it instead of as the Xbox does it, there you go. So that's power saving mode, energy saving. That'll help you a little bit. So after turning that on, this layout is godlike compared to the original layout of the Xbox One. I don't, as well as many others, didn't think the layout was perfect. The Xbox One layout definitely had problems with it, and they've definitely improved it upon here. So let's start with the home screen first. You know, getting to your profile, that's one thing that really sucked about the old version. You had to go to Friends, and then you had to go to, I think they even removed the Friends app. I'm not even sure what they did in this. But you had to go to Friends and you had to go to My Profile. Everything was confusing. If you wanted to invite someone to like a game or a party or something, you had to go to the Friends app. Then you had to like scroll to their name, then click on it, and then you had to like snap back to the game. It was really frustrating and confusing, along with the lagginess of the console by itself, the user interface. Here, to get to your profile, you just simply go to the left on the thumbstick. You can't see my thumb, but I'm doing it now, and there you go. You have your side view, your snap view. Also, you can get to this view by double tapping the Xbox One. So let's say you're inside of a game, you could double tap the Xbox button, and it will get to you your stuff. It will start you off on Friends. But first of all, we're going to go into the profile list. So here I am right here. And then if you want to go to your profile, your achievements, or you can sign out here. So if you go to My Profile, it'll open up the social app actually, and it will bring you to your profile, and then that's your feed, your stuff, your achievements, the people you follow, and game captures. So here you go, and you could customize it by the way that looks. So I think that it looks pretty good. New way of doing that. I'm just going to quit out of that so that the Xbox. Also, you know, quit out of the apps you're not using. That's simple enough. Then you got the Friends view. This view is so much easier to use than the other Friends list. I don't even know if they still have the app. I'm going to see, because there's no point in having it. I would put it in here, but achievements, I think it had like a social icon. It was one of these red, yeah, they took out the app completely because you don't need it anymore. All you have to do to get to the friends is just go over on the left tab or double tap the Xbox button again, and there is all your friends. And what you do is, like, let's say you want to invite someone to a party. You could see there this wasn't option in the original build of this, but now it is. If you press X, you can invite them to the party, and it will automatically start up a party here. And then you could, from there, you can hit Y on yourself to mute your own mic, and there's some other options you could do within there. It seems more like a 360 comparison. When on the 360 you used to just hit X to invite to a party and do all that. Here they brought that functionality back, and it is pretty smooth, as you can see. There's no loading times. There's the messages that you have, so there's no more notification tab on the top that tells you random notifications. It's all in this convenient tab on the side here, so it's all these messages. Here there's notifications. Now I think every notification will be grouped by whatever it is. So, like, let's say you got a bunch of achievements, it will be grouped, oh, this many achievements, you got this many messages. It won't be just piled on top like this achievement like it was in the older versions of the layout, where it was just stacked on top and you just had to scroll through this whole list. It categorizes everything nicely here. Now here, actually, you can go to your settings pretty fast. I should have done that instead of look for the app, but you can do that. And down here you can snap to an app. Now I believe in the original or the new version of this that's going to be releasing, they are going to have the app snap on the left side instead of the right side. I believe that's what they said. But anyways, you could snap to an app from there, and it will, of course, correspond to what it is, and then you just quit to do that, and you could quit to do that. Now, let's say you're on your home screen, and of course you have your pins on the Xbox. That's one of the biggest things, and here's my pins. This is my stuff there. I don't think you could change that name unless, at least for right now, but you can see all you have is your pins. So instead of, you've got basically your recently played stuff right here, I believe, and then you've got the game that you recently just played, the most recent one up top, and on the side there's just the ads, of course, that the deals with gold, different sales that are going on. And here you can see, here's a tip. I'm pretty sure this is just for the beta build, but it might be to help you guys out as well if they do decide to put this on. You could actually use your right trigger to go to my stuff. So if you want to see your pins fast, all you got to do is hit the right trigger, and it will immediately put it at the bottom. So you could, oh, let's say I wanted to play Destiny fast. Instead of me going up, let's scroll down here. You're here, you just go boom, boom, and launch it. It's pretty simple, pretty fast, and overall you can see I'm moving throughout the UI pretty fast. It's not like as fast right now as I would generally like it. Sometimes, yes, there is that little bit of lagginess. Like, let's say you're loading up a game. We'll just load GTA 5 for now. Let's say you're loading up a game, and then you want to go to the side menu. You just double tap the Xbox button. It's all there. It's pretty fast, but you can see it's a tiny little bit laggy. You've been scrolling through these menus just because the game is loading up. But once it is, I mean, it is still pretty fast, as you can see. And you could scroll through there. You could even categorize this. I believe, okay, they did fix that, because before in the other update it went off the screen, the text, so they did fix that. But yeah, you can see recent players that you recently played with, which it doesn't show for me because I didn't play with recent players as of recently. And then it shows favorites, which I don't know. Oh, there's the favorites. Okay, friends. Yeah. So, and you could even find someone from there. So that's basically, I mean, everything that you need. Like the whole, picture the Xbox 360 guide, but not interrupting of the game. They basically took the Xbox 360 guide and made it into a side menu where you just double tap the Xbox button. You could even press Y to save a screenshot or X to record that if you don't have Kinect. And yeah, so basically looks all like this, and you got your snap apps that you can snap to here. And like I said, the side that it snaps to may change, but yeah, that's basically it on the new Xbox One user interface, and I just really enjoy this user interface. It's, right now it's not as snappy as it could be, but over time, until we get to November, I think it'll shape up to be better than it is. And of course, you can see, obviously, like I said before, the text in the bottom, so you know that this is a beta build of it, so anything is set to change in the future. But yeah, let's actually scroll over here to the next one. You can see this community, so what people, your friends unlocked, made a clip, the achievements that they made, and so on and so forth. So that's basically your feed. On your One Guide, this is basically for the live TV, as you can set up, and then you have the store. So of course, when you scroll over to the store, I love how they do this new look. You can see the new stuff that's coming out. There's Star Wars Battlefront. Here's some Fallout 4, Minecraft, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, NBA. All this stuff, it'll all be in releases. I think it's easier to use. They also, I think, let me see if I could get to a spot where I can type something in, search all games. There we go. So here it'll actually open up the store app, and when we type, I believe this is a new keyboard from the one that we had, just a little bit, looks a little bit graphically different, but it's basically works the same way. You hit your caps lock there and do all the kinds of stuff with that. So next we can scroll over to apps, and then you just tab over or left and right on the thumbstick, and it moves over. And yeah, so movies and TV, music, and that's basically it. So of course, they want to put store there. So let's say you scroll over from games, they just have the store there. So it's pretty easy to use. But whatever happens, the most that you're going to be doing out of everything is going to be right here on this home screen, where you're going to have your main game that you recently played, some recently played games, your pins, and it's easy to get to your pins. You just hit the right trigger, and yeah, so it's pretty simple, to be honest. And if the only problems that I really have with it are sometimes I can't really show it off in this video because it happens only sometimes, and I'm not going to sit here and wait to try and do something for that to happen. But what sometimes it kind of lags between these menus, and I think that the problem was fixed when I ended up going to settings and turning off the putting energy saving mode on, which I highly recommend you do anyway. So that's it on the new user layout, and there's nothing really more to talk about this layout. So leave your comments below what you think about this, and when the update actually does come out, maybe I'll do another video showing off any new features that come out on it, but we'll have to see about that. But anyways, that's it for now. I'm going to have a ton of videos coming out on different things. I've just been stocked up, so got to get to doing those videos. But anyways, I'm Ninja Geek. I'll see you on whatever my next video happens to be. I'm out. Peace.